What's up guys, it's TheClawesome here and welcome to the 5th and final episode of building a PvP map. Now, I say final, but there is going to be another episode after this which with me and a friend or two playing this map, testing it out, and I will touch up anything that I forget to add, anything like that. So basically it's just going to be a recovery episode to make sure I don't forget anything or anything like that. Now, before we get into it, I have finished the spawn system here. All I did was I showed you this system before, but I just put the coordinates in, which is /TP, which we learnt before, at P to target the closest player, which is going to be in there, or who is going to be in there rather, and then the location on the map that I wanted them to spawn in. Now, there's 16 different spawns here, so I put 16 different locations. So you're going to spawn at a random location each time, which is all good, all good. Now, that's pretty much all there is for that, but I did forget to do one thing. We want to be able to turn this system on and off when we hit the start and restart button and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is put a repeater here and then break that block there. And we're going to have a set block command here. It's one of the things we're going to do. So I may as well just go, that's 221.17.285. So that is /set block 221.17.285. And then we're going to go Minecraft lapis block. That should do. Oh, what did I do? I forgot to do a minus right here. Boom, boom. Okay. Where did that go? I have no idea where that went. It's probably bad. What did I do wrong? I did 2 here. Okay. There you go. So we know that works. My God. So now there's going to be some rogue block 100 blocks away. But whatever. So what do we want to do with this? Okay, I kind of zoned out there because family got home. I was listening and I'm like, what are they talking about? So what we're going to do up here is we're going to have a bunch of game rules. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add a thingamathing, put a repeater here, why not? Put that there and change this to air. Now, I apologize for if I feel like I've rushed this. This is the second time recording this, and you know. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you guys a new command called /game rule. Now, game rule, basically you can change a bunch of in-game rules and stuff like that. Pretty self-explanatory. Now the first thing we'll be doing is command block output. So when you'll see when I power this here. Sure, let's do this. It does all of this stuff in the chat, which we really don't want. It's kind of annoying. It gets in the way, and especially fills up the entire screen and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go multiplayer setting capacity to about 60, just so it's a little bit less annoying. So we're going to do that, put that in command block, and just type false. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can set it to true or false, and all we're going to do is we're going to come up here and put it in there and change it to true. So we just don't have to deal with all of that chat stuff coming up in the chat straight away, and less clutter, less annoying, pretty simple. Now I got them in there. Alright, so the next game rule, /game rule, copy that, and then I'll hit tab. Do daylight cycle. Now this changes whether the sun or the moon moves through the sky, so I think I'm not going to do that. Just going to hit false. Put this here and go false. Now there is a bunch of these commands. You can look through them one by one on whatever website you like. Do need to remember to put, trying to hit shift, not space. Do need to remember to put those things in the chat, in the description of the previous video, because I didn't get around to that because I fell asleep before it was done uploading. So, you know, I'll remember to do that by the end of this episode. So we're just basically going through each settings, deciding what we want. /game rule, tab. Do fire tick, just stops fire from spreading. Do mob loot, stops mobs from dropping things when you kill them. Do mob spawning, stops them from spawning unless you use something like a spawn egg or a command to summon them. Do tile drop, stop things from dropping. I think we're going to set that to false, so that when we kill our enemy, they don't drop their stuff. I'm not sure exactly if that's how it works, but so what if it does? If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We can, whatever. We got a nice useful command block to stop things from getting blown up, maybe. Not that there's going to be blowing up or anything. So /game rule, boom, boom, boom. Forgot to put an E. Forgot to put an E, guys. Forgot to put an E. It's okay. Do fight mob tile drops. Keep inventory. If you set that to true, you'll keep your inventory when you die. So, you know, that's kind of useful, but we won't do that for this because, you know, it's just not particularly useful. Mob griefing is like creepers blowing up and stuff like that. They won't do that if you set that to false. And then mob natural regeneration, which is the last one, it just affects how you regenerate whether you've got health or not. So there's just 4 game rules that we want to mess with right now. Now there's a couple other settings I want to mess with. Because we've got daylight cycle set to false, I want to go /time set 1800, because I think this would be a good time to battle on this map because it's got torches everywhere and stuff like that. So, and 1800 is midnight. It's, for those of you who don't know, the /time set, it's a very old command. It's basically just, you can set the time to a specific time and it's out of 24,000. I believe it's 24,000. So yeah. Another thing I want to do is I want to use a command called /clear at A, which basically clears the inventory of everyone. Now, that's not super useful when I need a command block again. Better copy paste this. Boom, boom. And the last thing we want to do, I believe, is a command about weather. Now, the /weather command, we can go clear, rain, thunder. Obviously, we don't want rain or thunder because it's kind of annoying. Actually, does thunder? Thunder. Does that? Nope, that's rain and thunder. Okay. So we want to go clear, and then we can set a time limit. So I'm going to go 999, which is the maximum amount of time. So it's just going to stop it for raining for a maximum amount of time, which is, you know, it's good. It means it's less annoying, especially when you're battling. It's a shame you can't have just thunder and lightning and stuff. That would be quite nice. Well, you might be able to do that, but I'm not sure if you can do it in vanilla. So basically that's just a bunch of game rules that we need, and we don't necessarily need the clear command, we don't necessarily need the weather command, but it's more like if something happens, they're good to have there. So if it starts raining, we've already got the /clear, so it's going to make it sure it stays clear, and the clear is in case anyone has anything in inventory somehow, like glowstone or something. Not that it would be useful, they might be able to craft a block if they stay still for long enough, but that's pretty much it. So I realize this has been a short episode, or maybe it just feels like a short episode, but I think that's pretty much it, all I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If there's anything I've forgotten, please leave a comment. And, oh yeah, there was a comment that someone asked about setting someone's spawn point specifically. So, I had shown it in a previous video, not sure if they saw it, but basically you just do /spawn point, then the player, the selector at P, and then the coordinates. So that's how you do a specific spawn point. Now, I think that's pretty much it. So look forward to the next video, either tomorrow or the day after, where me and a couple of friends play on this map. We test it all out, make sure it all works. I've already gone through and done all of these commands and stuff like that, and they should all be working. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, please leave a comment, let me know what you think. Please leave a like if this is helpful in any way. Likes are unbelievably encouraging. It's like, you make my day when I leave a like. It's like, I got a like? Yes, you are awesome if you leave a like. So, besides that, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And goodbye.